A time to every purpose. Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The grand commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard, the first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at the very least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voices in celebration, do we not? We have bested Dravanians and Asians both. Against desperate odds we have fought and won. But the primals still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation, and our triumphs, remarkable though they are, were bought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies, broken on the steps of faith, and before our eyes in this very room, our dear friend Moonbrita. This is the victory we have wrought, and it is as bitter ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it is a royal banquet, and all of our allies will be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, also unified, same thing, that we might serve as a beacon of hope to all. I'm nervous about this banquet. I'm very nervous about the banquet. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Uldad that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Tataru and Lamin a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Oh, we're going. Oh, Rio. Off to the big soiree twerk. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not? You don't look best pleased, lad. Something on your mind? Oh, we haven't told him about. Hey, man. By the Navigator, Wilred's dead. God damn it, they must know they've been rumbled. I mean, I sod it. It's past time we had this talk. Yeah, okay. Finally, after our last conversation, I got to think about where certain funds were coming from. So I had to dig around on the quiet light, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a fair bit of coins made its way into the Braves' coffers, courtesy of a Dodo Consortium. A daft name for a business if ever I heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Well, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are. Short of calling one of his businesses the Bloody Bribery Consortium, I don't know what more he could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. I thought Riol was supposed to have, gone through all this money donations and made sure it was clean before we got it. I'm just saying, it looks like you slacked it a little bit there, bud. The gods only know how many men of the first and third are taken to Legi's coin. But now we know some of them are. I'd wager me right eye they're the ones what did for Wilred. The earnest young fool had taken to asking the wrong kind of questions. Bound to attract attention he was. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. God damn me. I still don't see what Teleji hopes to accomplish. He hid his scheme with all the care of a drunk pissing into the wind. No, he's cleverer than this, so we need to be clever too. That's the only way we'll ever repay this debt of blood. We'll purge every one of them traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that, you have me word. Traitorous, not treacherous. Reading's hard, okay. And Twerk, mind yourself when you're in Ul'dah, eh? We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind will sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. It's kind of odd that I really wish we could just like tell Alfie, but obviously we have the banquet going on. How coincidental the banquet's going on. How coincidental the banquet's going on, so we can't talk to Alfie about this update. Alright, Papa Limo. I do hope Ida is not under the impression that we are here to make merry. We are ostensibly the antecedents escort after all. Oh my. It's a banquet, so there'll definitely be food. But will there also be dancing? And if there is, will it be before or after the food? Dancing on a full stomach is no fun, but neither is being hungry. What to do? Is that? No, just my imagination. Huh? Oh, pay no attention to me. Just a habit from my misspent youth. Looking over my shoulder from time to time. If I did not know better, I should think our bard had run afoul of another jilted lover. So like, there's nobody, but at the same time, he's just like, did I forget to call her? Did I forget to link pearl her? Okay. We have been waiting for you, Twerk. The celebration is due to begin shortly. I had hoped that we might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momodi just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Momodi! What does Momodi want? We will go on ahead, Twerk. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. This makes me very happy that we're in Ul'dah. Give my regards to Momodi and let her know that I will call upon her anon. This makes me very happy that we started in Ul'dah, because I feel like this is a very, like, maybe not like part of the start, but I feel like it's just going to make our start in Ul'dah that much better, you know? Or it's going to make this better because we started in Ul'dah, if that makes sense. I don't know. Momodi was like our first one. Momodi, I'm coming home. This feels like coming home to see Momodi here. Hey, Momodi. I appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Twerk. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with the Crystal Brave by the name of Aliane, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. We did. Well, anyway, she came around for a meal not long ago. Before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others ended up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Uh-oh. Meet me at the station west of the Coffer and Coffin. There's something I must show you. A short message I'll grant you, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. It's either an ambush or she's about to get us in on it. It's one or the other. It's one or the other. We got a conspiracy, I feel like, to unravel. Okay. Alright. Okay. We're either getting ambushed or this is just gonna be like the secret conversation. Say like, hey. I trust Aliane enough. As you stand on the platform, your thoughts begin to wander. And all too soon the ghosts of comrades and lost enemies slain begin to file by your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Aliane. No! She got. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Kakiran and the buzzing of Searfeds, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Uh-huh. Twerk, is that you? What brings you out this way? Laurentius. What brings you out this way? What brings you out this way? Lieutenant Aliane? Why no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city's environs on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? Should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. I pray return to Ulda's work. If I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you were here. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not sure if I trust him. I don't trust him.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line.
The Sultan Tree.
Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Nanamo, you're doing so good. Laurentius. I don't trust him. Gods, I envy you. All that food and wine, but I can't think of a man more deserving. Enjoy the feast, Torque. You've earned it. I don't trust him. I really don't. I don't trust this new leaf kind of fella. I really don't. So sorry, but when there's this kind of stuff going on, Momodi, I reckon you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Aliane. What's the matter? No appetite? Oh, this tiny glass container appears to have been used before, but to contain what, pray tell? I'm nervous it's poison, but potentially blood? With the red? So she wasn't there, but this was? Eh? Let's see. It looks to me like an alchemist vial, but beyond that I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping though. Any road, no use worrying about Aliane. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. I hate that this is getting brushed aside, but like I know there's not really anything we can do, but I hate that we can't do anything. And that we just kind of like have to keep moving on. Because like I almost for sure Aliane is ended up like Will Red at this point. Would you believe that? While you were away, another message arrived for you. Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaid, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Her handmaiden will meet you on the royal promenade and escort you to the Sultana's chambers. So what are you waiting for? Go on then, go! Nanamo. Oh.
You needn't trouble yourself so. Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light. I am.
I don't want her to abdicate. I want her to keep ruling Ulda. Oh, okay. All right, there we go.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
Mm-hmm.
With good cause.
Mm-hmm.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic.
Ooh, and economic.
I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required his attention, but it did not sound serious.
It was serious, but we don't get to... I swear if Aliane gets got too, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad. Lady in waiting, milady. Thank you for coming, sir. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it, or if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. So there's been several cutscenes will play in sequence. Alright, and here we go. Let's do it. Nadamo, my sweet Sultana.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived. Pray, come in and take your ease.
How can I relax, Nanamo, when I know you're gonna...
"'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde."
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
Well, I wouldn't say those two provided much generous aid, let's be honest here. Is this the last time that we hear the OG voice actors too?
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Those three, Robon kind of tried, but the other two just like, what are you doing? Acting like you did anything.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any.
Huh?
Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. "'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one."
Oh. How's that gonna go over, though? Because, like, we saw that one glimpse of the Archbishop with Ascians at his side. Oh, I'm so good. I don't like this
Very
whisper.
well.
I don't like that.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon. You wished a word, Yu Hase?
I don't trust that. Damn.
You may go. Your Grace.
That's a big bottle of wine. Like, that's bigger than Nanimo's head.
You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy.
Oh.
You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few.
And like, I understand and I support her decision making. I know her heart's in the right place. I just don't trust those. I don't trust the rich fellas. I don't trust them.
Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Reborn, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand.
Of course, Nanimo.
You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
Anything for my Sultana.
I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express.
You'll always be my Sultana.
How much we have both changed since that day we met beneath the Sultan tree. And the days ahead promise to change us further still. I hope that we will recognize ourselves when all of this is over.
We've come a long way, Nanimo. No!
Your Grace!
This little fucker. This little fucker.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
How do you... Come on. Who's stupid enough to believe that?
Spare us your denials. I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance.
Oh, can I defend myself and just yeet him, please?
I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Can I just... Please. Please let me just take some heads off right now. This is not good.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
God damn it. I knew I didn't trust his money wanting. I know I didn't trust him there. Greedy little
And
shit.
what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
Mm-hmm. For who? Salvation for who? I knew I didn't trust this banquet.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, wait.
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Uh-huh.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how many pockets is Teleji in?
I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
I don't trust these knights.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Yeah.
Lord Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
That gets him out of the room to avoid any kind of international incident, I feel like. Thancred.
Whatever is going on in there?
Oh no!
Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
My boy.
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Thancred, don't worry about it, just get out.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts.
I feel like it's the same voice actor. I feel like it's also Taliesin Jaffe.
You'd best come along with us.
Yeah.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals.
That's my boy.
Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
That's my boy. Fuck him up, Thancred. Fuck him up real good. I hate that we didn't put up any fight to those brass blades. I hate it so much.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us. Now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. And you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
Come on. How do you expect people to believe that? Like...
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity. Bring in the prisoner!
Ilberd too? God damn it. I mean, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, just like, come on.
This man stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo, and his suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
And that's Laurentius on the left.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
This fucker.
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the assassin's person.
Oh, the vial.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded her grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view.
A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
It frustrates me so much, just in the sense of, like, it's somebody with a loud voice making these wild accusations with, like, little bits of, like, inconsistent proof. And it's the kind of person you just want to just, like, slap to just shut the fuck up, because it's just, everyone knows it's not true. It's just, come on.
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled. I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield.
It's just twisting stuff, and it's just,
Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces.
He's just a slimy lawyer. That's what he is. He's just like a slimy lawyer. I mean, it's a slimy person, but also, like, that's what it is. And just...
Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now, that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes.
Don't you call him brother.
For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
Yeah, the handmaiden who poisoned her.
This cannot be. Nanamo. No!
Reborn.
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you.
They must have caught wind that she was going to abdicate, and that was going to take away their power, and so they were...
It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
Yeah, no... Yeah!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
Dude,
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
Yes! Do it, Reborn! Do it! Yes! God, I love you, Reborn.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members.
Kill him too. Kill him too.
You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
That was either a fake Teleji or Lolorito's also playing.
You're next, you scheming bastard.
Yes! No!
Oh, Reborn!
7 hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Really? You're just gonna leave? You're just gonna leave? I hate those two so much right now.
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
I do too. I hope Ilbert gets a kidney stone the size of one of those coins.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Reborn. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter. Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die!
Come on, Robon. Come on. Come on, Robon.
Come on, Scions. Get in on this, please.
I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand.
My man!
Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
You are missing an arm. Huh?
Ah, there you are.
Okay, I figured he'd be okay. I figured Thancred would be okay.
Where have you been?
avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
No, terrible idea. Why should we have expanded the authority of the most corrupt, like, military organization in Eorzea?
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
A long time.
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Yes, Ida. Yes, absolutely yes.
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
Ida, let loose.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme.
No.
We too were its targets. And though we did not share Pornonimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe has thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah.
I feel similarly to Thancred right now, where it's like we're just standing in the middle of everything.
Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel.
Papa Shan, you...
It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
That's probably how Nanamo slipped at the very beginning, too. How she slipped out for the Under the Sultan Tree quest. Gotta go. Ida. Get the pummeling, my girl.
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
Get the pummeling, my girl.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Papalymo, you can't leave Ida alone. You can never. These two.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalymo!
Papalymo, you...
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now. Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Papalymo, you... I love you. You little shit here. Let me help, but I love you. Minfilia, they'll be okay. They will be okay.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Nope, no we can't. Papalymo and Ida are about to just mess these dudes up. Lolorito. The damn handmaiden.
Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Can do this all day.
Nearing the end of my tether.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn, the ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Fireball. Papalymo cast Fireball.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's not Fireball, but it's still really cool. It's still really cool. It's still really cool. Oh.
Let them have it, Ida.
Let them have it.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Let them have it. Ida. I love these two so much more.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Sildine style. We learned about that in the Hildebrand questline. Hopefully there aren't any zombies. It's gonna be Y'shtola's turn to hold people off. Okay.
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
I wonder if like the handmaiden is who gave them the heads up on this.
You two go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
The both of them. Okay.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
I know we haven't.
My friends.
Leave us!
Kick some ass.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads.
That's what I'm talking
Though
about.
I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
Let's go, my boy. Let's go, my Y'shtola. Oh. Now that's a power duo right there. Don't you Boromir, my boy.
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring it down, bring it down!
Forgive me, Mitra.
Who's Mitra?
Farewell, Nymphilia.
No. Wait. No, though. You two. No. No. They're okay. They're okay. They're okay. They're okay. They're okay. They're okay.
Heidelin, she speaks to me.
Heidelin?
No.
What?
I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me.
Why? Huh?
Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm.
Keep coming with me.
As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness.
Minfilia, please. Come on. Minfilia.
'Tis the only way.
No. Wow. That spot. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. God, we left so many people behind. We left everyone behind. Hello? Alize?
I am glad to see you
Alfie!
safe, my friend. What of the others?
How did you... Who is this?
Damn that man!
I like the hood up. The hood up is pretty cool.
Teleji played me for a fool. I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Who are you? Wait, is that gonna be Brent in there?
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
Brent, that's so good seeing him. It's so poetic seeing him at the end of ARR after starting it with him.
Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Uldar, and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
Alizé? Love that girl.
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon.
Wonder how Alizé kind of caught wind of things.
Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alizé, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
I'm glad we're asking this question.
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames.
I love him. I love the hair. Yeah, you say Pippin, it's my boy already. Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames, dude, let's.
I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar.
Oh.
Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified.
Love, Pippin, let's fucking go.
The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Alacrity, that's how you say that word.
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
General Alden?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
Who? Like, obviously, Urianger was not there, so could be in the clear since the Rising Stones were taken out, but not the Waking Sands, and that's where Urianger is. Hold up.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, 'twas I who needed saving.
Tata voice acting. Them soldiers will keep searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Uldar and get the lay of the land. Maybe provide a distraction if need be. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. All right, let's go. Pippin? The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us aid without a moment's hesitation or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Torque, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. Master Alfie, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Twerk are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Tarpin, but Alfie, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Sid! Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly? Then he is no merchant but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? I hid the Enterprise but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. We must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monetaris and the Crystal Braves. Ishgard. Kurthus, yeah. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. That settles it. With me, everyone. Not I fear I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah to the Monetaris and their cronies. You may be certain that they will seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states, but know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the Monetarists claim. Marshal Tarpin, I know not what to say. Ha! Now that Father would labor to believe, but enough talk. You must go, Master Alfie. Your airship awaits. Up. There's no rest for the righteous. Or for the wicked. Pippin? What a freaking G. Thanks, Sid. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Orshafont. Mayhap he will know what to do. Can't be too loud. There's things going on in this house, but so much happened, and it's like you don't know what to see. It's just like you just gotta like. Alfie, you're so sad. I'm sorry, buddy. It's not your fault. Master Alphino told me your tale twerk. It warms my heart that you should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence. 'Twould be best if I explained in full. Was there even a surprise attack? Or is that just to get Sir Amric and Ishgard out of that mess? That's what I want to know. Alright. What happened, Orshafont? What happened?
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault.
Okay.
And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper.
Okay, so there actually was a surprise attack.
The Temple Knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert.
Uh-huh.
How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard.
Not gonna lie, I was a little worried. It felt a little too... It felt a little too coincidental that there was a surprise attack during this feast that would take Sir Emmerich away from that moment. And now it's just... Sometimes a coincidence is just that. Sometimes it's convenient. Sometimes it's the fact that the Ivy, what's-her-face, was also supplying information to the heretics. And, you know, was kind of like a double/triple agent. I don't know. Look, sometimes it could be a coincidence. It could have been coincidence, but also, yeah, I mean, Ivy could have been working. Ivy was for sure working for the monetarist, and I don't think that was. I don't think it was a coincidence either. It's too convenient of a situation for that to be a coincidence. It's way too convenient. And like, yeah, sometimes convenient is convenient, but for a situation like that, where they're planning a coup de grace, like, that was very convenient. Nah, there's no way.
As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished.
And would they even take us in? Because again, we saw the Archbishop with 2 Ascians at his side, obviously hidden from like view from at least the plebs, but maybe in the Archbishop. So they're being influenced from the Ascians, and that's not good for us.
But do not despair. You are not without allies.
It feels like we're very much just like fucked no matter what at the moment. Pardon my
You are
Ishgardian.
more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The falling snows, or some such.
Orshafont, you are so optimistic, and I do appreciate you.
All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor.
Hell yeah. Orshafont,
Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence.
Man.
You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind.
Man.
But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions.
Orshafont just goes more and more beyond to where it's just like, let's go to hell together, man. Let's fight through hell together, and I know he's gonna have my back.
'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
My dude. Orshafont. Where's she? Alright. Alright. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Upon proceeding to the intercessory, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Let's go. Tataru! Alfie Twerk, is it really you? I'm so glad she's okay. Flamin? Oh. I'm so happy that you are. I'm so happy that you were too, Tataru. I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. And then Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Flamin told me to run, and so I did. I ran and I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached. But I lost my way, and then... Fortunately, I had observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Yugiri? Yugiri! Ah, yes, my mask. It was lost in the struggle. Yugiri! Pretty, isn't she? She's lovely. And an absolute badass. Anyway, after Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay and met up with Urianger. When I told him what had happened, he used his magics to weave a glamour around the waking sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. I'm so glad Urianger is okay. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack, just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Love that man. Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, we waited there at the Waking Sands, hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the other Scions even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. The Dolmens are just amazing. I'd hope that you might be able to suggest further places to look. But you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Good, let me go in there and tear it up. Be that as it may, we yet have cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the Scions restored to their rightful place of honor. Yugiri, that's a good ARR reveal. It's a good ARR reveal in game. She looks great.
'Tis all my doing.
Yugiri looks really good.
I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought.
Alfie, you're 16. You're gonna make mistakes, buddy. Maybe you shouldn't have created a very small militia of like 40 people, though.
I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee?
I mean, you're a kid, man. Like, it's not bad that you had, like, high hopes, high expectations, aspirations. Like, it's okay, bud.
Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos.
Oh, so now they call it an army.
'Twas all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alfino.
I love Taru's voice so much. The Orshfont bringing us some hot cocoa.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you?
Look, I love hot chocolate, and so Orshfont bringing us hot cocoa to console us. My fucking heart right now, man.
What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I love Orshfont. Like, he was good in base ARR, but like in these patches, I adore this character so much.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alfino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard.
Yes, ma'am.
Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight.
I love her so much.
Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
I love Tataru.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orshfont.
Damn it.
'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians.
We're still alive and kicking, baby.
The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
One step at a time. The credits. Congrats for finishing the tutorial. I was wondering what happened between these two. Oh. Kneeling down.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Lady in waiting. I wish so much harm towards you. Fucking Lolorito. That's it? Just a... Raban. Surprised they kept him alive. Ilberd? I'm not gonna lie. I think the bull got his balls back and he's about to fucking rage. Uh-huh. Elidibus Nabrialis is no more. Look, I'm glad it fucking worked. I'm glad that Moonbreed Sacrifice is not in vain. Nabrialis fucked around and he fucking found out. Ah, bruh. The Ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Good. Be scared. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then? The earth is fertile and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. Oh, La Brea, chill. We know there's tension between Elidibus and the rest of the Ascians. Oh, that's some different drip. I'm sorry. I have answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. Urianger. I would speak of fate, Archon, yours, mine, the fate of this very star. Urianger, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? Don't do that. Mm-hmm. Midgard-Zormer.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond.
What else am I supposed to do, buddy? Huh? What else am I supposed to do?
Delusion. Despair.
DF?
Death.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you had a thing going there.
Thou shalt find naught else here.
If you have like some recommendations on where to go, Midgard-Zormer, please let me know. I'm happy to hear it. Huh? Are you just gonna talk shit? Is that all you're here for? Talk shit? Not to help? Cool. Good talk, buddy. Good talk. I don't know why we just don't kill that journey. To preserve the dawn's light, the heroes journeyed north.